Hey Luke, I'm stuck. Alright, I got the accountant on a 16-footer. Whoa. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Alrighty, good morning guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We are finally done with the big driveway. We kind of got a late start today. We all kind of slept in, got a little rest. Going to start another big project, and when I say a bigger project, that driveway kind of skewed things. It was 146 yards total, so that's probably the biggest driveway we'll do for a while. But wow, it is really coming down. Nothing on the radar, but this has been a very wet, windy, unpredictable spring. That's just Michigan. We're gonna start a really cool project though today. This is just a little pop-up sale. It should be over in a couple minutes. It is a regular patio, a stamped patio, and a sports court. So it's gonna be a fair amount of concrete, and it's gonna totally change this backyard. I'm really excited for this project, and we get to use the new ProLine magnetic stamps. The guys are down at that little patio job we did after the end of the driveway. They're picking up the MT100 and the compactor, and then they're gonna meet me at the big driveway job to start stripping stakes and forms. I'm going to move equipment because we have a ton of implements and stuff on the job, and we don't need them at the next job or that job. So I'm gonna haul them up back to the shop and then just get the equipment moved to the new job so we can start getting it prepped and ready to go. Wow. There was 0% chance and nothing on the radar, and this is Michigan. Alright, just got to the job. We're going to get the lower first patio prepped so that we can pour it tomorrow. I'll bring you guys down there and show you what we got. Just making sure we got enough tools. This is the driveway that Trent, Luke, and I poured last year. Looking really good still. Luke and Cam are going to get plywood so we can make a temporary road. We're gonna put down visqueen and plywood so that we don't mark up that driveway at all. We poured it extra thick in that area because we knew we'd be driving over it. So most of that area is at least 5 inches. Whew. It's a hike. All right, so this is the first area. This is where we're gonna pour tomorrow. Standard patio. And then from here, it's coming out underneath this pergola. This will all be stamped. And then out here, I don't know if you guys can see this mowed area. It's a 30 by 50 sports court here, so. You gonna hop in that and move it?
Yeah. I'll break this thing.
Why don't you set it behind the mower? Right. And then we can move this picnic table. Holy cow. Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Come on, buddy. I don't think you want to get crushed. Hiding in the tall grass. He'll like this lower swampy area. There you go. Didn't even pee on me. So this is a job where we'll buggy that small area tomorrow, but then next week we'll pull the pump and pump it down in there. Alrighty. So we don't have to, so we can get the concrete faster. Perfect timing, Stone's here. I don't know where, I'll have to get his advice on where he feels comfortable dumping. I'd like it off to the side here, but it's got a bit of an angle and I get real nervous flipping trucks. Don't ask me how I know. Had a pretty bad experience with one about 5 years ago. Call Will Be Concrete.
Calling Will Be Concrete Mobile.
Hey Chris, it's Austin Rathburn. Hey, would you have some availability next week for your big pump? Sounds good, Chris. I appreciate it.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, see ya. Set me a calendar event next Tuesday and next Friday for Will Be Pump. Alrighty, I just got heights figured out. It's gonna be pretty tricky. They put this basement way too low. It should have been up another 6 inches at least. So we're gonna have to get very, very creative on water management, which is kind of a bummer because I don't know if you guys can see, like 50 feet that way is water. There's water right there. There's kind of water all over this place. And that's not good for concrete. We don't want groundwater. How much was it a sheet, Luke? 33? No way. Oh, we're going to there then. That's $20 cheaper than Lowe's.
Yeah, $31.55.
Wow. Where's the box for this? I like to keep it in here so it doesn't unravel. A little easier to stay in the trucks. If we can just get a little bit of this base prepped, you guys can bounce and I can form it. I'm gonna get a picture real quick. Will you hide behind something? You go on the swing. Do that. You can take the rest of that out, and this is a little high too. I'm gonna go get the full size skid steer and start moving topsoil. Just take your time and be careful. He's gonna be redoing his yard back here, so that's why I'm just driving and making ruts and spreading this topsoil sandy mix for him to spread later. That was what we agreed upon. Kind of nice though, it's making my job a lot faster. Sorry, I had to charge GoPro battery. Not anything crazy. We brought in 12 yards of 21A concrete. It's basically 21A limestone. It's a really good gravel mix. It's gonna pack down super good. We put about 6 to 8 inches depending on the spot in here. And you can see our chalk line here. So we have a little bit of work left to do in the morning, but we can't get concrete till 10, 11 anyways. So we're just saving a little bit of prep for the morning, calling it kind of early day. It's 4, so. This is the basic shape. It's gonna go like this and then connect the posts, and then this will be the regular concrete. So I'm gonna lay the forms just to make sure the homeowner likes the shape overnight, and we're going to get out of here. New guys are doing great. Luke's doing great. It was a Monday on a Thursday, I'll say, or a Wednesday. I'll say that. If something could have gone wrong this morning, it did. I called Chelsea and I said, hey, how's the account looking? Can we buy all new tires for the dump trailer? And I'm not joking, that was about 5 minutes from home. I pull in the shop, I go to unload the skid steer, and psh, flat tire. Perfect timing. I can't believe I didn't blow it on the highway, but Thankfully I had a spare at the shop, changed it, it was all good. Too many things went wrong today, so we're all calling it a little bit of an early day compared to the past 2 weeks, and we'll reconvene tomorrow morning. We're gonna need a lot more fill. I think I'm gonna switch to 6A. It's quite a bit more expensive, but the water table is pretty darn high. And I like a clean fill because it's freaking percolate better through. I'm gonna bring the skid steer home tonight and get a little bit more work done with the Harley rake, grading the yard. Only have so many dry days. It actually kind of worked out. We had the attachments. I just unloaded the forks out of Luke's truck, and that way we can just stack the plywood road each morning. No! Hey Luke! I'm stuck! Just need to get some traction to start. Got a chain in the hooked up. Go to the left tow hook.
The left?
This one. No, go up and through and hook it on itself. Yep. Give it a, hold on. I want to make it tighter. We don't want a bunch of slack. It'll give me more leverage to lift the trailer up. Both. The problem is there's so much weight uphill, and I really don't want to unchain the machine. And
2 inches deep.
all right, Chevy, let's see what you got. Is he going? Is the tire spinning?
Slowly. Yeah, you're coming.
All right, we'll do this the hard way. Unchain the truck. So when you're doing that, and your trailer starts to jackknife, you want to turn towards the way the trailer's going.
All right.
If it's kicking to your left, turn left. Hook the chain around there again. Hey, will you put this slack up in my bucket? Thank you. Alrighty guys, just got back to the shop. I have an estimate to go to. Then I'm gonna come back here, do a little bit of work around the shop. We'll see you guys bright and early. We're gonna start this awesome backyard project. Step 1 is that patio. See you in the morning. Alrighty, good morning guys. We got a lot of rain last night, but I think the job will still be all right. It's a nice cool morning. I think it's about 60 degrees. Yeah, 61. So should be a good day to pour concrete. It is gonna get pretty hot, I think mid 80s, but should kind of be the last warm day. And then it's gonna cool back down a little bit next week. So going to get a few things loaded up. I need to get some sealer, and then I'm gonna head to Menards to get some wire and rebar, and we'll head down to the job and finish up that. We'll finish getting that patio ready. I'll have Luke bring down the buggy, and Cam and Hayden are meeting at the job. So just gonna do a double check and we'll get this day started. It's Friday, so it's gonna be a good day, hopefully. Do I need any other tools? All right, I think I got everything. I'm gonna head to Menards to get some wire. Oh, it's Friday, finally Friday. Just pulling up to Menards, gonna go get the wire. I got 2 pieces of number 4 rebar steel for dowels so we can make a shelf so the patio can't settle. And then I got whatever it is, 7/16 fiberglass rebar. We'll do a grid on top of the wire. Make this thing nice and strong because it is not the best base. I mean, we put 6 to 8 inches of gravel, but it still was in a wet lower area, so we want this to hold up over the decades. First one here. Oh, look at that. Somebody left it nice and neat. Good way to start the Friday. Because getting tangled up with wire is not a good way to start a Friday. Alright, then 20 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, 20 sheets of wire, 20 fiberglass, 2 steel. Should be good to go. Good morning. Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
In 68.
Thank you. Give me one moment.
Yep.
Have a good one.
You too, thanks.
See you next time.
Yep. Alright, just pulling up to the job. Came and Hayden are here early. That's what I like to see. We're off to a pretty good start for never doing construction. First step is show up early. Alright guys, down here, looking pretty good. If we did not put this fill in last night, we'd be so screwed. Apparently we got a crazy rain. I slept all the way through it, but there were tornadoes and all sorts of stuff going on. You can see this area is pretty flooded, but that's why we cut this down so much and put 6 to 8 inches of fill so that it has a solid base to sit on, because you can see the soil here just holds water like that. So talked to the homeowner, he's good on the heights. We're gonna go an inch down from the threshold, keep it close, but we want a little bit of a barrier. This whole deck has a roof over it, but this small section here doesn't, so the rain will fall through, and we just don't want any chance of flooding, or if this does heave at all in the winter time, we don't want to put pressure up on that threshold. So it's 7:41, and we're going to get this prepped so we can get concrete ordered. All right, I'm gonna plumb down from here. And we'll use this point as our starting point for the form. That was pretty close for just throwing it in place. Luke, why don't you, after that, why don't you bring down the sweep broom? Yep, I want to clean this foundation so we can get good tape to it. Why don't you re-chalk lines, Luke, so you guys can start grading, please? Just explain to them how important being exactly at, they probably don't know what a bird's mouth is either, so you gotta teach them that. Alright, we just got plastic up, old mason's tricks, spread a bunch of Portland cement in these wet areas so we don't have any leaching up through. Concrete is coming down the driveway. A nice Friday pour. Right on time. What's going on? Probably just pull up on the right side so you can easily swing to the left.
All right.
I like it. Perfect. Here we go. I'm wearing gloves. My hands are really cut up. I got a lot of raspberries and concrete burns from that big driveway. So Just letting them recover a bit. All right, we ready? Look at those tires. They're packed solid. When you do that, you just want to make sure you don't hook. You guys did a pretty good job tying it, but you want to make sure you don't hook an end of a sheet because you can bend it up and then it will like be spring loaded to poke through the concrete. So try to find the middle. And then yeah, obviously the rebar puller works.
I don't remember which. We have to practice to go.
Tidbit. You want to run the 16-foot board, Chels? Alright, I got the accountant on the 16-footer. So when you do that, you got to lift it and just take part of it. You don't need to cut the whole thing. Come up here, Cam, pull some of this down, please. Just give that take about half that down. Yep, just like that. All right. Part of me wants to switch to my 12.
Doing good? I feel like I'm doing really good.
No, you are. I don't know. It's not you, it's me. Well, when you wash this, it'll be super easy now, really annoying later. Next one, I want them to turn and go right here. Just don't push it past where my form needs to go. We can just leave it mounded. Just have them like dump like right at that intersection kinda. Text Gott's Concrete. Oh shoot, that's way too much concrete that I had him get. Oh, I'm still voice texting. Can I get 2 trucks of colored on Tuesday and 2 trucks of regular on Friday for next week at the same address, question mark? I'm gonna get this bowl floated. I need, wherever he dumps, I need some here so I can keep screeding this way. Hey, 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 just a little bit. Go wash it and make sure the tires are clean. Doesn't even get me mad anymore. It just makes me laugh. Like I'll post online or something like did 50 yards today, and guys are like, "Oh, that's nothing. I did 300." It's like, yeah, you had a pump truck and a laser screed, and you stood there like this until lunchtime. It doesn't matter that you poured 300.
A laser screed.
It's this on a telescoping boom, and each end has a laser, and it just goes.
That's all automatic?
Yep. All like Walmarts, Amazons, any big factory, parking lots, that's all laser screeded. Guys aren't doing this. You have to like do this a little bit around the pipes or like posts, right. And the laser screed does everything else.
Oh, that's nice. How much does that run?
400.
$400?
400.
400 grand?
Yeah, for the laser screed? Yeah.
It's a house.
Oh yeah. Did you say 10 or 12?
I said 10 or 20. I was like,
oh, I would buy one if they were that cheap. They make a little ride-on one. The smallest one they make is 80 grand. So I was gonna get you up here. I got 0 pitch on this. I need expert level. I'll just leave it for now. Push up. No, there's a hole right there, so you need to push some up into there. Yep.
Say, why do you teach these boys how to do it?
Because I'm running out of time. It's setting up, and I only got so much 12-foot pulling left in me this week. Two more out. Okay. Alright, Luke and I are just finishing up. Not sure what the time lapse caught, but this band here was blowing up in the sun, so we had to vis clean it off. And then up here, still kind of sinking in, so I'm going to pick him up and set him, and we'll get these broom marks finished up. Call it a week. All right, just finished brooming that. Went pretty good. A little tricky with the spot there, but. All right, guys. Just leaving the job. We were just discussing next steps because come up with a game plan for water drainage, but I think we figured something out. So it is 3 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna head back to the shop, do a little bit of work around there, then come back later tonight on our way to dinner and throw some saw cuts in here. and we'll see you guys on Monday. Alrighty guys, good morning. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to head to the big backyard project and complete the next phase. We have to get the stamped patio prepped. Kind of tough. I'm kind of stuck on what to do. There's today's the only nice day, and then we have a, let's see, what's that now, 50, 80, 40, 50% chance of rain the rest of the week. And if there's one part of concrete I don't like risking, it's stamped and colored concrete if there's rain on the way. A lot of other stuff, brooming stuff, you can get away with a lot if it rains, but not with stamped concrete. It's way too big of an investment, way too big of a mess, and just not something I like risking. So I think I'm just gonna get a lot prepped today. I have a fair amount to do this morning before we can get started. I need to run the Mini to a job, and then I'm gonna have Luke and Hayden start prepping and doing some smaller stuff at the job while I'm doing all this running around, because I also need to bring the Kubota there because that's just way too much material to move with the MT100. So I'm gonna get a few things loaded up and then we'll start this day. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I didn't get much, I didn't get a break, but I still had a good weekend. Spent a lot of time in the Kubota working on the Harley rake because this is the last week with it, which makes me realize today's actually the last day with it because it's gonna rain every day. And it's okay with like a little bit wet soil, but it cannot be soaking wet, otherwise it just is a muddy mess. So got a bunch of oil change stuff. I need to change the oil. Justin and I also did this yesterday. These have been sitting in the barn for a long time. This is just pine, but we stained it and threw a coat of sealer on there. This is for our house, so trying to kind of clean out the barn a little bit and knock projects off the list. But there's not enough time in the day to begin with, let alone for house projects, but I'm making it work. All right, I got the Mini loaded up. I'm going to head and drop it off at that job, and then get back here and pick up the Kubota. I think I got a small leak in one of my tires. It keeps on going flat overnight, so I got the spare and this tire. I'm gonna go drop it off. There's a tire place we always go to kind of right by the job, so I'm gonna drop those off today, and hopefully they can get new tires put on them so that we don't have to deal with, I hate flat tires more than anything. The yard's starting to look good. Man, it took, I don't know, I didn't really count the hours. I should have looked at the machine, but probably put, I would say at least 15 hours this weekend on the fields here. Alrighty, just dropped off the equipment. I think it'll be fine. We've done quite a bit of work in this complex, doing new steps and new stairs. I think we did a video on one of them last year. Oh yeah, right there. Let's see how she's looking. All right, I got Luke heading to Menards to get a bunch of stuff. Actually, I didn't order it. I better order it, otherwise he's not gonna have anything to pick up. All right, I just sent Luke the order. He's heading to Menards to get the stuff. Feel a little bit bad. It's a lot of material to get by yourself, but it's kind of the only thing that makes sense with where the job's at. And yeah, Cam, actually I think Cam has the week off. I think he's busy or out of town or something. Hayden, though, is meeting at the job. So he's meeting at the job. I had to come way out here to drop the Mini, and then Luke's gonna go get the stuff from Menards, and hopefully we all meet at a similar time. Luke's probably gonna be a little behind because it's, what was it, 60 sheets of wire and 6 pieces. Whoa, holy cow. That guy is an idiot. He is just weaving in between everybody. I would say I don't see how he doesn't get pulled over, but a cop would really struggle to, you'd have to get your license plate to catch you. All right, just pull into the job. Let's have a good Monday. Alrighty, just got here. Got everything. We're ready to start. Got the time lapse up there. You guys will be hanging out bird's eye view all day. It's curing out nicely. Still have a little bit of splotchiness, but that'll blend out once we water it and seal it. I'm going to get the MT100 fired up, or fueled up, so we can fire it up. And we're gonna make a big old mess in this backyard. I was planning on using his new excavator, literally my dream machine. But the thing has like, I don't know, 2 hours on it or something. And a rodent chewed through like 10 wires. So I don't know if it works right now. Might have to dig this trench with the mini, or with this mini skid. My mini excavator is on that job I dropped off this morning. So we're going from that point to here. We're gonna go like this. You can kind of see my line. Right here to 4 feet out. Like this. 6 feet out here. Kind of these tracks like this. Down to here. 2 feet out over here. Boom. To the step here, back there. Trying out this shirt. It's totally different companies, but I want to see if I like working in the material because I'm about to put in another clothing order. And I kind of like the idea of having a long sleeve on more often. And the phone begins ringing already. I'm good, how are you? Yeah, let me get my guys set up and I'll swing on over. I'm not too far, I'm probably 15 minutes from you. So I'll be there probably half an hour, 45. Gotta teach it to new people when you ask for a saw. It might help if there's a battery in it. Alright, I'm gonna go drop off the dump trailer for 2 new tires and then head and seal that small tiny job we did the other day. It just has not dried up enough to go and do that, but it's finally good. So alright, ran those few errands, got the dump trailer dropped off for new tires. He actually found another one that needed to be replaced. Went and sealed that patio and got the fittings for the sewer and drain. So time to crank. It is just before 11. We got a lot to go. Oh, look at him go though. Sweet. Rathburn Contracting, this is Austin. Hello?
Good morning, this is Rathburn, right?
Yes?
Alright, John from Amazon Group. You will need to verify the business details for the local map listing in the area. I just want to simply ask if the business offers Michigan.
Have a great day, man. Spam calls. They're accurate area codes with accurate fake people's names. Drives me crazy. Alright, I'm gonna start hauling stone. messed up when he built this and he made all these footings level. We can't have level concrete. Only option is to raise it in the middle. So that's why I left this mound.
Okay.
We're going to make basically from here to here will be our high point. And it'll pitch down in every direction.
Complete opposite of what the last 2 weeks have been.
Yes, yes, literally the opposite. We're making a knot swale. All right, I gotta get foreman. This is taking forever. Why don't you work on rebar? Him and I can do since you have gloves on. Hop up here, Hayden.
In here?
Hop up here, yeah. Alright, so we gotta keep these organized.
Yep.
All right, it is 5:30. I am going to head to Menards. Need to get stuff to finish up that drain. And I really don't feel like rushing in the morning, so I'm just gonna work a late night. That way I don't have to rush in the morning. Get everything put up, dowels in, expansion up, plastic up, rebar in. I just want to have a relaxing, nice pour. I'm gonna have enough stress with trying the new stamps, stamping around all of those posts and stuff. It's not gonna be an easy one. So, all right, I'm gonna head to Menards. We'll see you guys there. Alrighty, guys, just went to Menards. Got a few supplies. I got the 2 drains. I got some flexible forming lumber for the year. Hopefully, it's pretty pricey, so we're gonna try to keep these. We use the siding like we have been all day on the big radiuses, but sometimes it's too tight for that and then they just snap. So I got some nice PVC forms and then some snacks. I got some Gatorades and some Cheez-Its because I'm very hungry and still have a couple more hours to go. So I'm gonna head back to the job. We'll see you guys back down there. Alrighty, guys, just finishing up for the night. Got the wire in, got a 3x3 rebar grid, got the new flexi form in, the stair cut out, and 4 of the 6 posts strapped. I just gotta take the extensions off the downspouts in the morning, and then now we'll be good to go. I'm gonna head up and call it a night. Alright, that was a pretty long day. Oh, eat's not too bad. I'm pretty hungry, but we're not too far from home, so I'm gonna get heading back that way. We'll see you guys back at the shop. Alrighty guys, just got back to the shop. I'm going to check out and load up the stamps for the morning. All right, there we go. For some reason, these Proline stamps, the stone pattern is at a 45-degree angle to the mat. And I'm not really sure why. Not a 45, that's not true. Maybe a 20-degree. So I want to paint these lines so that we can see, because we got to go in and out of all those posts and keep them straight and in line, and it's going to be kind of a challenge. So I really want to make sure that we can see these and it doesn't slow us down. You can see all the Hank's paw prints on every single stamp, of course, so he'll be with us tomorrow while we're stamping. He's not going to actually be with us, I think you guys know what I meant. White paint pen specifically for this. So my hope is that this kind of sticks down in here, and then if it wears off up top, who cares? Alright, I think that's it. I got this, the Monterey Ashler joint. So this is super handy. Never even seen this or didn't know this existed, but I've always had to fake the joint with a wheel. But now I think I'll be able to use this to fake a lot of them. And we got some Roman slate skins, which hopefully is a similar texture because that's what they sent. So I'm assuming that pairs well together. And then we got all these. I started to trace the square lines, but it's just tearing up this paint pen. So I'm gonna hold off for now. I do want to test this though. I have a little pile of mason sand out back. And I meant to try this earlier than the night before the pour, but I think you guys know how busy I've been. Oh yeah, I bet you this works pretty well. All right, it's not perfect, but let's see. I love how big these stamps are. It's gonna make it go a lot faster than normal. And pretty rigid for being so thin. It's a very hard rubber. I guess it's probably not even rubber, it's probably like an epoxy. Alright, hopefully this makes me feel better about tomorrow. Just a little nervous, trying a new stamp for the first time. Oh, wow. Look at how good that looks. I mean, that's the most uneven stamp job I've ever done because of the sand, but look at how defined those joints are. This is gonna look so good. I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't do this on my patio. I'm pretty jealous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna show Chelsea that tonight. All right, a little test run is over. All right, I did not think I did, but I actually have enough red slate form liners. Oh, that takes so much pressure off tomorrow. I had no idea I had this many. Just need to pair them up so that they're close textures. There's a fair amount of, there's the accountant. Good evening, beautiful. All right, we will set those there, the brick form liquid release. You know what I saw? I'm gonna do a little bit of research tonight, but Mike Day, if you haven't seen his channel, check it out. It's very informative. He mixes a little bit of release powder in with his liquid release so that he can better see what he's doing. Yeah, just a little bit of pewter. It just kind of tints the liquid release so you can better see what where you've sprayed and everything. We're gonna try that method. Oh, what a mess. I need a rain day. All right, guys, I'm gonna head and get some sleep. We'll see you guys bright and early for some concrete.